Whoa, guys. If you are in Texas, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you have not been in Texas, or maybe some of the southern states, basically Central Texas all the way up to like Oklahoma has just gotten hammered with some crazy weather the last several days. It is now, we've had this our second day of just dry weather, so that's good. But this is what I want to share with you. This video is all about the things that when a property gets so much rain and you're not prepared for it, really whenever you're trying to develop a small farm on raw land, watch this video, because when the rain comes, you need to be prepared for it. You need to make sure that one, you don't flood, and two, you're able to keep as much water on your property and not destroy your property with erosion. So we're not in trouble of any kind of flooding because we're higher. That's the good thing, is we'll never flood. The bad thing, we're not ready in terms of having earthworks here. And you guys, this place is so eroded after this much rain. I wish I would have gotten my swales in. So check this out. This is what has happened the last several days. So this is outside at 5 o'clock. We are on storm watch. Nothing terrible, but it's just a lot of rain. I know, it's been raining here in Central Texas since we started the property. Whoa. This is trying to harvest some water. I don't have gutters on the house. Come on. You all right? What is it saying?
It doesn't say anything. I mean, we're not in even a tornado or flood or anything.
Okay. Just thunderstorm.
Nothing.
Just severe. I just saw severe thunderstorm.
Yeah, you can barely see the rabbit hutch.
No. Well, they might be gone. All right, so that is how much rain we ended up getting. The next couple of clips you're going to be able to see is me walking Chip. And I just had my phone with me. I didn't have my camera, so please excuse all the bad camera angles. This is going to let you see what is happening whenever we got so many inches of rain. I'm not really sure how many inches of rain we got. It tore apart our property. Also, look how big all the chicks are getting. They're huge. Okay, so this is what our front looks like. You can see all of this erosion here. Water puddles over here. It all just runs down really fast. And it starts puddling a little bit here. And then just cuts a hole in our road there. Also, you can see water running all down here. I mean, seriously, look at this. It's like I'm standing in a stream. I mean, is there any way that you would know that this is not just a stream? A little tiny creek. It's not. It's my house. Man, so much rain. This is good. I'm not arguing. Not arguing about the rain. I'm glad we're getting it. But man, I wish that we were ready with all of our water catchment already, because man, we're not. Look at this. Well, here you see this water runoff. We are losing it because we cleared this. So this is gonna run all the way. Good thing is this runs all the way down to the pond. The bad news is I do believe that we're not gonna get rain like this forever. So I'm afraid that next year we're gonna be in a heavy, heavy drought. I mean, it's very possible that in the summer we're gonna be in a heavy, heavy drought. And so we're not catching the water uphill. So you can tell that's uphill. So you can barely see water running downhill. You can definitely see it when I turn around here. Here, I'll show you over here. And so right here, you can see that the water's running down, and that's uphill. So if we were to been able to do our earthworks and get all the water catchment uphill and hold it as high as we can uphill, that would have been better. All right, so this is something that I have never seen. Wow, so this is our little water tank here. All it is just a water hole. But check this out. We are losing all of this water. Now, so eventually, any kind of dam, it doesn't matter how big it is. Chip, sit, sit. It doesn't matter how big of a dam or a pond is, eventually it will overflow, and it has to overflow somewhere. This is overflowing the bad way because it's not really it's not a true seal, like not sealing something. It's just, I think that's what it's called, a seal. But you can see down there, it'd be a lot easier if I didn't have a dog with me, but you can tell this is where all of the water is running out. Then what it's doing is it's running down into there. I don't know if you can see down there, but that is our neighbor's river, stream. You having fun, buddy? Okay, let's keep walking. Yep, that was pretty painful, seeing all of my possible pond water just flowing away, going bye-bye. I would have had Pete come and do the pond last summer and put an actual dam in, then I would have been able to keep all that water. I would have finally been able to stock our pond with catfish, bass, bluegill, all of these awesome fish, mosquito, like we could have started building an ecosystem in there, but can't do it until we get that pond dam fixed. Now over here is where our water line is. So of course that is uphill and this is flowing downhill. Now we knew that this was going to be an issue. There really wasn't a lot we could do about it because we needed to get water to the back of the property. So that's the only bummer, is doing it like that. I guess we could have gone on contour that way. I mean, we didn't really know, but it was really the fastest way to be able to get water in a straight line. You don't always have to do a straight line, but to the back of the property if we ever wanted it. So what we have to do is either figure out a way to divert this water runoff into swales, which we totally can do on the top of it. And then also maybe what we'll do is some big rock boulders or something to hold the water back and to divert it onto the property. One thing that I think that I want to do is I want to get some sort of a little pocket pond back here to hold water, but that's where our county road is. So of course, trying to do that, we might need an engineer because it's a huge drop off. So you can see here, water running here once again, erosion and a stream. This, boys and girls, is not what you want. You don't want the power of water. And this is not even all that powerful because the water is slowed down. It hasn't been raining for like the last hour. This isn't even all that powerful, but you can tell just how powerful water can be with this. I've already filled this in twice. So I need to fill it in over and over again, and then I need to find some way to divert and hold back and slow down this water. So you see really a small little thing of what I've tried to do at one. I had like 30 seconds to do this with Finley and probably with a dog, you know, a couple of months ago. This is a good barrier that we can do all around the property. If you're not doing swales, it's a good way to be able to slow down the water. And then this is what the water does all the way down the road. So we're losing a lot of water. So here water trickles down all the way from up there. Slowly, but you can see it all coming here. And then it comes down, crosses over, soaks in just a little bit, but mainly comes down here. And you see that? And then it's gone. And it's not my water anymore. I need to find a way to capture that water. I mean, that might just be the number one thing, is capture the water that's in this water all the way to a pond. And maybe don't even care about trying to get some of this runoff. So that just shows you how important it is when you're putting in your road. Honestly, if you don't put your road in on contour with the land, it just erodes everything away. You just see all this nastiness. You're gonna see all of these divots because the power of water, it can be dangerous, but it's just also just so impressive what it can do. And then it just makes you sad once you see it and you can't stop it. So put your road in correctly. I wish I would have had Pete do all this work. And that is the moral of the story. I just got off the phone with Pete, Pete Van Dyke of Drought Proof Texas. If you are in Texas, you really want to contact this guy. He's the guy that you want to contact very first to be able to do the earthworks on your land so that every single drop of water that you get, big old wasp. Why are you over here, big wasp? Sheesh. So that every drop of water that hits your property, that you are able to harvest it, you are able to store it in your soil. Because it's super cool to be able to get all of the rainwater. He'll be able to help you with that too. Capturing your rainwater and putting it into storage tanks, that's good, but I guarantee you, storage tanks will not hold as much water as your soil can. Your soil is a sponge. That's one good thing that I know that we have not messed up. So you see all of this over here? This is about a 2-acre forest. We will never do anything with that. That is our sponge, and it's at the top of our property. The point of today's video, when you get there, when you get to your property, pay attention. We're observing right now, we're paying attention. Every single rain, I'm making notes. I'm doing videos like this to be able to remember what happened. And for you guys, when you're looking for property, really pay attention to some of these things. Pay attention. You can go out and look at it after a heavy rain. That would be killer, because you can see how much work needs to be done and where your water's going and how it's flowing, infiltrating into your soil, or like what you saw with our property, where the water is running off and the work that you need to do to be able to keep it onto your property, because that's what we should really be doing. If we are planting water into the soil, well, all this farming and homesteading stuff, it will all work itself out, because if there's water in the soil, you can grow anything you want.